So it's been a few days since the streamer awards have ended, and everything went relatively well. Viewership was absolutely high. I think that the highest concurrent viewers they hit at one point were 400,000 viewers at one point, which is absolutely insane. If you go on Cutie Cinderella's Twitch at the moment, or at least the last time that I checked, the streamer awards video itself had a total views of 5 million people, which is absolutely insane. I think the first time that they ever did the streamer awards was last year. That was a huge success, and then obviously they're going to keep doing it year by year. After last year's success, this year's success, it's definitely going to seem like something that's just going to keep on going each year. But unfortunately this year, as much as the streamer awards were a massive success, there is also some drama that has come out of it, which is quite unfortunate, not just because of how successful the streamer awards were and that it was such a good event, but also the fact of the kind of drama that it is. Now, if you're not that much in the loop, a very, well, I'd say relatively popular streamer, Justa Minx, who's been streaming for a long time, went into the after party, got absolutely blackout drunk, and caused the after party to get shut down after she apparently passed out, was unresponsive, and ambulances had to be called to the venue.
And then after that, what happened is that, you know, she just drank too much. She just drank too much. That's it. And then some stuff was getting broken or something like that, and the party was kind of like getting crazy, I guess. So they had to like put it out front. And then they got people to help, and the house people were like, yo, bro.
So that was obviously XQC. He was there, obviously, at the after party, and just saying that all she did was that she just drank too much. She drank too much, got absolutely plastered, and they had to bring her out the front. And then apparently, I think paramedics had to come and try to get her awake pretty much. Because like I said, a lot of people reported that she was unresponsive. And I think the most horrible thing out of this whole situation is that this is not the first time that Justa Minx has gotten herself into some drama. She has had a lot of issues in the last year. She had one a year ago where one of her good friends, the Cutie Cinderella, who runs the streamer awards, has come out in the past, and there has been a clip from about a year ago, or I think longer now, if I think about it, of her saying that, you know, Minx has had alcohol problems in the past and that Cutie Cinderella has tried to help her. So about half a year ago, if you watch Mizkif at all, you will know that he was involved in some drama. The whole OTK people were, especially Slick, was the main one that was called out for inappropriately touching someone. I think her name was Adriana. Don't quote me on that. But she came out and she basically said that she was inappropriately touched by Slick. And then Minx reacted to that clip on stream. As soon as that reaction was put out onto YouTube, Minx went live straight away, which is probably not one of the best things you can do, because you're not thinking in your thoughts. You're just going live and just instantly reacting to something. Minx laughed at her and basically was making excuses for Slick, saying that, no, that's just him, that's just the kind of person that he is, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, Minx has been in a lot of drama in the last couple years. And recently, this one, I would say, is kind of the tipping point for her to actually get some help. Now, for a while now, Minx has actually struggled with alcohol. She has said it herself. Cutie Cinderella has also come out and said that Minx has had issues with alcohol in the past. And Cutie has come out and said that she has tried to help out Minx. Cutie was recently on the Fear and podcast, and just to go over everything with the streamer awards, Hassan, Valkyrie was on there as well, Austin Show was there too, and they basically were just going over the streamer awards. And obviously, when they're talking about the streamer awards, one of the things that they have to talk about is Justa Minx, because, like I said, it unfortunately was one of the big points coming out of the streamer awards.
Minx attended the after party and got kicked out, and inevitably got the party shut down because it was in a residential neighborhood. And I want to unpack some things here. I personally, and I don't want this to become a rag on Minx segment, it's not going to be that. I have personally done everything in my ability to help this woman. So I've tried everything. So I don't want people to think this is lack of trying. I think if you've watched my content, you've seen Minx and I used to be very close, and now I've separated myself from her completely. However, this is a person that I did used to care about, even though I do feel as though I've lost her. I don't recognize her anymore as a human. Not like as a human, but I'm saying like she's not the same person when I talk to her. I do not know what happened, and I am someone that suffers from mental health issues. I am not kidding you when I say I've tried to do everything. She reaches out to me out of the blue a few weeks ago and brings up streamer awards, and I have a moment where I think, you know what, this is again a person I really have cared about for so many years. I'm going to give her another chance. And I said, Minx, because she told me she bought tickets for the balcony. I said, Minx, you can come sit on the floor with all the other streamers. You have to promise me one thing. And she was like, what? Anything. And I said, do not drink. Be completely sober. You need to promise me this. Anyway, I get to the party. She's wasted. She is getting escorted out by security because she's trying to throw heaters into the pool.
I heard she was trying to throw Saikuno in the pool.
Yeah, and people she was trying to run in the pool.
Is a bad thing.
Also
It's
bad.
also a bad thing.
So bad.
Apparently, upon walking her out, she went limp with the intention of making it harder to kick her out. You know, dead body weight is much harder to that. And in doing so, then
Tactical.
Tactical. Some other stuff happens. All of a sudden, she's just laying on the ground, limp, and no longer cooperating and getting removed from the party. You know, we're trying to figure out: does she need an Uber home? Does she need an Uber to an emergency room? What should we do? By the time I get called out there, they're telling me the party needs to be shut down because since she's in the front yard, neighbors are starting to come out because it's causing a scene. Unbeknownst to me, called 911. So then, in this residential neighborhood, a fire truck comes pulling out, an ambulance, police cars, and they have to close the party. So by 11 o'clock, my after party that I spent thousands of dollars on to celebrate my friends is closed down. The thing that I wanted to do to finally relax and thank these people for coming and just like kind of celebrate this thing that we all just did together is closed down. And I genuinely don't want people to think that like I'm complaining about money over someone's health. It's just the sad, like the disappointment I have in somebody who promised me better. And then
I'll try to cut up that a little bit long because Cutie Cinderella does go on for a little bit talking about how, you know, how badly the after party went. There was also some issues where some people who weren't initially invited, because it was meant to be a very, very private event for the after party, which is extremely understandable because it is an after party. Not everyone gets an invite. It's just meant to be for people who Cutie Cinderella know personally. And then she also reached out to me. Well, Minx reached out to her. Then they were talking about the streamer awards. And then Cutie Cinderella said to Minx, please do not drink. And then obviously Minx promises to her and then just completely doesn't hold that promise at all. I find this quite sad. You can even see Valkyrie in the video as well. She seems a little bit sad over this. And you know what? I see a lot of people are probably making fun of Minx as well over this situation. I don't think it's anything to make fun of. I guess in the past, you know, it was quite like, oh, yeah, you know, the internet just being cunts. But I think this time around, it is, especially because of how long it's been going for. Like I said, she's had issues with alcohol in the past. There was also a recent issue where Minx actually got her Twitch channel banned because she was excessively drinking on stream. She just had a whole bottle of Maker's Mark in her hand. She looks absolutely trashed in this photo. It is completely horrible of the way she is and just how badly she looks, and she's just getting absolutely trashed on stream, drinking so much to the point where, yeah, she actually got her Twitch channel banned. I don't know how long for, but it is definitely quite unfortunate. I just find this whole situation extremely sad. I also find it that the fact that Cutie Cinderella has reached out to Minx to try to help her. I hope that Cutie isn't lying at all, which I don't think she is, when she says that she has done everything in her power to try and help Minx. And it is quite unfortunate that, you know what, you can only help someone so much that if they're not willing to help themselves, there's no point. And at that point, if that person doesn't want to help themselves and you're doing your absolute best, there is a point where you gotta let him go as a friend. And I feel for Cutie because her and Minx were obviously very, very close in the past, as she has said. And this is quite a sad situation. All I want to say, though, in conclusion of this, is that I hope Minx realizes her actions truly, because she has come out, she has apologized in the past for so much shit, for drinking, for other things in the past, but she has never truly gotten help. I've also heard that she has BPD. I don't know if that's true. I was watching someone else's video of a past drama with Minx, and they said that she has BPD. I don't know if that's completely true, but if she does that, then it's quite kind of makes sense a little bit of why she'd act this way. But that's also not an excuse at the end of the day. A lot of people deal with mental issues. Cutie has said that she deals with mental issues, but she, you know, tries to not let it affect others. I've dealt with mental issues in the past. I still do. I try my absolute best to not let them affect people. But obviously, it has gotten out of control with Minx, with her excessive drinking and just her outrageous behavior. I really hope that she steps back, looks at herself, says that I need serious help, and that she goes to somewhere that's going to help her with her drinking and her mental issues. Because you can definitely tell that it's not just drinking. You can definitely tell that there is something deeper into this. Because a lot of people who have alcohol addiction, it's not just that they like drinking. There is always another level to this. One thing that I forgot to mention while I've recorded the initial recording for my video, so there's going to be a little bit of a cut here, is that Minx actually went on live on Kick, because like I said, that her Twitch channel is currently banned. She went live on Kick and she did talk about the streamer awards. The only thing that's kind of shit is that she was bringing up saying that she had a seizure at the after party, which a lot of people have been coming out saying that it's absolutely bullshit, that the reason why she went unconscious and that the ambulance was called and that 911 was called was because she drank too much. Which, you know what, I don't want to make any assumptions, but to be honest, I'm gonna have to, I do believe that a bit more than believing Minx's statement saying that she just had a seizure. You know, people are telling her to apologize to Cutie. She's obviously, Cutie has blocked Minx on every single platform. I hope that whatever Minx is going through, that she gets the help that she needs and she comes out a better person, because I've watched some content of hers in the past and she can actually be a quite funny person. I've watched her when she's with Ms. Kiff. I've watched her on the Austin show as well, and she can be quite funny and bubbly person. And I really hope that she gets the absolute help that she needs and becomes a better person. I really do.